Greetings, star seeds and light workers. Ava here, and today we are going to connect with DiYeena on a question around energetic boundaries. And this was from a viewer who was really asking this question about feeling constantly drained and depleted when she's around other people, and wants to know how to keep herself protected while keeping her heart open and staying in love. So I thought this was a great question. I know it's going to be really relevant to a lot of us, because we all struggle with this at times. I just know this. I struggle with it. I'm sure you've struggled with it in the past before. So let's hear from a Pleiadian perspective. How do we really hold the boundary and stay in the love? So I'm going to go out and put you in touch with DiYeena and the Pleiadians. Greetings, this is DiYeena of the Pleiadian family, and we like to say we are here bringing the love. We like to say we're bringing the love to the earth, you see, to all of you, and reminding you to really find the ways to stay connected to each other, you see. This is the preface of this whole conversation, that we talk about energetic boundaries, you see, and how to really hold in your fractal of individuality in this dimension of reality. Isn't this fascinating? When all you have to do is pop into another fractal and remember your oneness, you see, and then just pop out into all the fractals together and be like, the big exhale, you see. So all of this to say, we are really working within all the dimensionalities, and so it is important to really know how to really do a good job in the 3D, you see. How do we really do a good job in the 3D? How do we really find mastery over the polarity, you see? This is what a lot of you came for, is to really learn the mastery over having the love while we're in the polarity. It is easy to be in the love when you are in 9D. It is easy to be in the love when you are even in 6D, in 5D. It is easy to be in the love because there is less polarity, you see. And so in the world of the three-dimensionality, there is such the division in the polarity, because it is part of the play, part of the dental creation, part of the natural expression of consciousness is this, you see. And so in these more dense places, we have more of the opportunity to see consciousness in all the fractals, all the experiences, you see. And so we get to choose where we're going to play the game, you see. And this is the part of the free will. So this is really, when we're talking the 3D, we are talking in the world of holding in your own energy field and holding in your own free will and your own boundary of your energetic field, you see. So there are pieces to this. Number one is having extreme clarity on who you are. And I am not talking the oneness here. I am talking about your unique fractal in this three-dimensionality, you see, with your name, you see. Because there is reality to it, you see. You cannot just say it. We are all one, and so this does not matter here. It matters. It literally is matter, you see. When you really break it up, it is not really. We know these. You can keep digging and digging and digging, and it's mostly nothing, you see. But there is the feeling or the experience of matter, you see. So this is the part that we focus on, you see, because it is real for you. It is real for you, and that makes it real, you see. So that is why it is important, because it is real for you. So we cannot bypass into oneness and forget about why we are here and what we are learning here. So number one is having extreme clarity on who you are and why you're here, you see. Why does this help with your energetic boundaries? Because when you know who you are, meaning you know you are a star seed or you are a light worker who came here to the planet to help people in X, Y, or Z, you see, which is many of you on this channel. You see, you have your unique way. You came to heal and help and serve. You see, you all have your unique taste and flavor, which is so beautiful. You see, and many of you are light workers. You're star seeds, and you are beings of consciousness that are here to bring more the love, you see. And what is a specific way? Some of you know your specific way, and others of you just know you're here to bring the love and to serve and to move with consciousness as it flows. And this is also important, you see. So it is not so always so fixed or so specific, and you don't have to focus all of your attention on, am I getting it right with my purpose? So just let it go a little bit and just know, generally speaking, you're here for the love and you're here to help and serve, you see. So, but the clearer you are in that, and for those of you who are even clearer in your purpose, excellent. Because this creates a strong pillar of light for yourself, of knowing the truth of who you are in this level of reality. So it creates a very clear fractal of consciousness. You see, it's like having your little fractal being wiped clean, meaning in the sense of like you've taken the Windex to it, and it has no dust or grime all over it. You see, you're very clear. You see, and when people look at you, they can see that clarity. You see, and so just that in itself of having your own clarity almost does this very unique, interesting thing where it creates an energetic boundary without you doing anything at all. Other people feel it. Other people feel this clarity from you. Isn't that fascinating? And so by them feeling that energy of you being clear in you, it creates this natural, healthy separation. It creates a healthy boundary, you see. When you are not clear in yourself, what happens is then the other person is able to lean in a little bit more, and you are allowing the leaning in because you're not so clear. Is this me? Is this them? You see, is this, am I this? Am I helping in this way? So when the more you have the murkiness in your questioning, the more that allows for the energetic boundaries to be compromised, you see. So clarity in your own purpose and your own being of who you are is the most important, you see. And then the other piece we can say is really developing a strong light body, you see. Number 2, you see, really holding in your strong light body, you see. And we've done a video on this about cleansing the aura. You look for that, cleansing the aura. And you see, we talk about this, about a little bit of how to do that, you see. And then the other ways, let's see what would be very helpful for the humans. Let's just take a little pause and feel into what's the most helpful thing to say to the humans here right now, besides the most. Okay, so then the other piece. This is going to sound a little bit like compromising or backwards from what we were just saying, but we are going to say it anyway because it is important. But it is actually leaning into the experience of the other and finding the place where the seed of creation lives in each of you, you see. And we'll give you a hint. It is in the heart, you see. So you find a place where you can go heart to heart with another, and not in a way that is merging the energy fields, but in a way that is finding the spark and feeling just the spark. We are not going into the story of you, the story of the other. We are not going into those dynamics. We are simply holding in the place of the pure light consciousness of creation, the seeds, the little tiny seeds inside, you see. And it is all. And so you can just practice, and you can do this with the people that challenge you the most. You can imagine yourself holding the little seed of your heart and the little seed of their heart. And just feeling in the seeds, you see. And just seeing what it feels like to be like, yes, we feel all of these stories and all of these difficult things that are happening in the field, but I'm just feeling your heart of creation, the seed of who you truly are in this moment. And isn't that fascinating and loving and joyful? It is the most joyful experience, you see. And when you can be in a place of just feeling each other seed to seed, we will say, instead of heart to heart, just for the fun of it, why not? You see, when you're feeling the seed to seed, it is almost like none of the other things even matter anymore. Whatever was bothersome, the ways that you were merging the bodies of energy is because of the stories, you see. It is because of your stories that overlap each other, and you get lost in it because you create identity around your stories. And so then you do not know where you begin and another person ends because you are identifying yourself as part of this storyline. So this is another thing. You could call this number 3 or 4, whatever number we are on, but you could say also that disidentifying or clarifying the storyline, meaning letting go of your ideas and beliefs that you are your stories. The clearer you can be in that, the less likely you are going to be mixing with other people's energies in an unhealthy way, because the stories are what allow for that overlap to exist, you see. So these are some simple techniques, you see, that you can use to always keep your energy healthy, you see, your energy healthy. And then doing all of your practices, whatever fills you up, whether it is the yoga or the meditating or the running or the walking or the hiking or the biking, something that fills you up with the joy, because that raises the vibration and the Shakti and the love and the light, you see. All of these things are very important to just be nurturing on a day-to-day basis, you see. So if you're nurturing all these things, then we have no problems, you see. So it is really about really understanding who you are, and it is about really getting out of these stories, and it is really about leaning into the other person and really being willing to feel their heart past and beyond all these stories, underneath all of that. So if you're just to move all the crap to the side, all the things that are in the way of connecting, and just find that one connection part, the healthy connection part, is the place where you are the same consciousness, you see. So if you can just find that place in the other, then there is no unhealthy boundary, you see, because you are actually in the oneness, the healthy version of the oneness. And so then when in that place, you are really just in the admiration of the unique expressions of consciousness, including the person in front of you. You are simply in awe of who they are, not entrapped in their storyline because your stories are matching or synergizing in a certain way, you see. So I hope this was helpful. May you all be blessed to really be in the love, even in the hardest moments, you see, because this is when we really get to shine as light workers and love and love beings that are here to really help the world remember the love. And you're all doing such a very good job at that. So we love you for that. And we are so grateful for your good work. We love you very much, dear friends. We'll see you soon. I trust that message was exactly what you needed to hear today. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. And we look forward to seeing you again very soon. Blessings.